All right. Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, before we start, I would like to do very simple ice breaking. Okay, um, let's form a pair, two groups, which one group and another one group. So, okay, what I would like you guys to do is talk to your partner and get their name. I will write down as well. Get their name. Where are they coming from? Which city? Where are they staying? And then why they want to learn SQL, rate Excel skills, and lastly, best moment in the past 3 months. Okay, I will write down. Okay, your name, uh, from, and then why learn SQL, fourth Excel skills. Okay, in terms of 1 to 10, 10 being the most hardcore having Excel skill, and 5 best moment in past 3 months. Okay. I'll give you guys some time to talk to your partner. Yunke, maybe you can do with me. And then later, after you guys talking to your partner, then I will ask you, and you will tell about your partner. Introduce your partner. And same goes to the other people, introduce about your partner. Okay? Hmm. Okay. Oh, city. Where are you from? Mm-mm. Where are you from, or where are you staying? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Already.
Hi, my name is Yunke.
Yes, I'm Alia.
I'm from KL, KL City Center. How about you?
I'm from Bali.
Bali.
Yeah, Bali. Yeah. Hmm.
So you currently stay in Bali?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
And then which part of KL that you stay?
City Center near to Lalaport.
Okay.
And so, what made you interested to want to teach us SQL?
Oh yes.
For you, it's teaching us, right?
Yes, because I would like to share knowledge, SQL with everyone, so that everyone can apply SQL on data analysis and all that. What about you? Why do you come here to learn?
Why I come to learn because I'm here to support my friend.
Okay.
And the reason also I want to explore like data key, maybe other platform because I've seen a while that I've never using the external product. Because I've been using the internal product from my ex-company.
Okay. And then, okay, your Excel skills.
Very hard to determine. I think I will rate myself at least 7 or 8 lah.
7 or 8. Okay.
I think there are people even more advanced that they use it to build a lot of chunky dashboard. So I think I at least got 7 and 8 lah.
Okay. I would rate myself probably 7. Then the remaining 3 probably because of now the Excel is really combined with Copilot and all that, and then macro I haven't catch up on that part yet.
And so technically, I'm also behind that. So I think 7 or 8 lah somewhere. But I can pick up later.
Okay.
It's just I also don't use that often right now.
And then your best moment in past 3 months.
3 months.
Uh,
Think of it. Maybe really when I'm job free, that is I think like I have a lot of time, I can
Yep.
do a lot of things that I like, go for stamp hunting, journaling.
Okay.
How about
Okay.
yourself?
I think the best moment for the past 3 months is celebrating Raya, where I took one week off, so it's very relaxing. Eating all the Raya food and all that, catching up with families. Yes. Okay, looking forward to have you learn. I hear there's some common, common things, which is good.
I'm not sure the name, but she was lah. So she suggested me to start my study from there. My best part pasal kerja ni kan,
Any moment, any moment, personal, professional part, any best moment, huh? Future classmate, really? I mean, like, CFA, CFA, like Chartered Financial Analyst. Wow, what a small world.
Yeah, they will soon see each other.
Yes. When the class will start? August. Ah, okay, okay. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Okay. Maybe I can start with Dinesh. Maybe you can share with the rest of the class what do you know about Atika.
Coming to the outside. Her Excel skill around 6.
Okay.
And then she had a FP certification.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm currently doing it. I passed
Pass.
Okay. And then her best moment?
Her best moment was passing.
Oh, passing the paper. Ah, okay. Congratulations. Okay. Another one soon to be passed. Okay. Okay, Atika, maybe you can share with us what you know about Dinesh.
She stayed in Bandar Saudara Putra.
Okay.
Why? Because he learned. Why he learned SQL? Because he loved SQL. He told me you are the one who taught her.
Yeah.
His Excel skill is 7.
Okay.
And that best moment is when he quit his job.
You mean from Lazada? When was your last day actually?
January.
Oh, January. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Tun, maybe you can share about Hasha with us.
She just ID.
Aini, okay. Okay.
Hasha, and then she from Central.
Okay.
And then currently working in USN.
Okay.
Why she learned SQL because want to improve basic knowledge on the SQL.
Okay.
So currently she works as business strategy and analysis.
Okay.
So she was improved on SQL part. And then the Excel skill at 7.5.
Oh, okay.
And best moment, and she performed Umrah in Shawwal and then celebrate birthday. Morning in the Madinah, then afternoon and at the Makkah and then perform Umrah.
Oh, okay. How long you did your Umrah? 2 weeks? 13 days. Ah, okay. Okay. And then, okay, maybe you can share.
So she's Tuan Ainus. The name is exactly like my sister's name.
Oh, also got Tuan.
No,
Oh.
Ainusna.
Ainusna.
I'm twin. You can call her twin.
Okay.
She's from Shah. She wants to learn SQL because right now she is software engineer.
Okay.
But software engineer. QA engineer. She know how to select all, but
Okay.
she don't know how to in the
Okay.
Excel skill 3 to 4.
Okay. Excel skill 3 to 4. Okay.
Best moment. She also just get back from Umrah.
Ah.
different from me. She celebrated Aidilfitri there.
So you celebrate your birthday and you celebrate Raya at while doing Umrah. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yes. Sorry. Okay. Uh, okay, Yunki, maybe you can introduce myself to them.
Okay, so Alia, today our trainer, she's from Bangi, and why she want to teach all of you SQL because she loves sharing knowledge. So she is here today, and I'm a friend. They also come and assist her. We are ex-colleagues actually from our previous company. So she rate herself Excel skill at 7 because she feel like today Excel has come up with a lot more like function, feature, and able to incorporate with AI and so on. So she feel like she rate herself with 7, so remaining 3 for her to pick up the skill. The best moment is she had a time to take a 1 week off during a raya to celebrate with family and catch up with her old friends.
Okay, thank you, Yunki. So, her full name is Yun Ki Yong. I call her Yun Ki. She's staying and from Kuala Lumpur, like very near city center, near to Lalaport. And I've known her since 2017. And why she learned SQL, basically, she mentioned that she would like to assist myself and also learn the training itself. And then for Excel skills, 7, because there's some parts that she's still want to pick up on the Excel. And then best moment is for the recent 3 months. If let's say Dinesh mentioned resign the job, Yunke basically free from job for past 3 months. So she mentioned that basically it's quite enjoy to have more free time to do things that she likes. Okay, so we already know each other. And then basically, okay, before we go into that, maybe I can do a bit of quick intro of myself. Okay, I'm Alia. Aside from this info, I've been working in data analytics for about 12 years, and mainly in supply chain, manufacturing, and logistic domain. But in terms of industry, it's kind of mixed, like from e-commerce, fintech, manufacturing, medical equipment company, and then now in oil and gas. Okay, so this is a bit part of myself. Okay, so we are here today for introduction to standard query language SQL for data analysts, in which that basically we will learn this language not just for data analyst role, but also to assist you when it comes to analyzing the data, extracting the data, and so on. Okay. One second. It is not working. Hold on now. Give me a second. Okay. So today is our agenda. So we already start with ice breaking, and then we'll continue with introduction to SQL and database concept, about 30 minutes, and then we'll carry on the basic SQL statement. This is where we will start on the hands-on and coding. And then we will have break about 10:25, and followed by data transformation. And this one take a bit time, hence another break at 12. And then we will have use case exercise. And lastly, any Q&A and recap. Lastly, we will end by 1 p.m. Okay. So far, any question? Okay. So today, training, basically our learning outcomes. By end of the session, participants will be able to perform data extraction using at least 3 syntax of SQL. B, select correct aggregation approach using group by and aggregate functions to produce summarized report. And lastly, to apply 3 methods in extracting data for analysis purpose and ensuring data is clean and organized. Okay. So topic introduction to SQL and database. Okay, so what is actually SQL, Standard Query Language? So basically it is used to create, to store data, manipulate the data, and it also allow the user or the analyst to actually query or extract or aggregate the result from various table in consistent and efficient way. So there are multiple types of SQL. So which is in terms of the language, SQL, MySQL, NoSQL, PostgreSQL. And we can use this SQL in various platforms. pgAdmin, MySQL Workbench, Google BigQuery, Spider, and even the data Kidal that I've shared with you guys in advance. So the language that we are going to learn is SQL. Think about, we already know Malay language and there's a different dialect. So that is the way I put it on SQL. So look at this man. Basically, he's speaking to the database. It's a language. So he want to, let's say, extract data. So he will need to communicate using select statement. Okay. I'll take a pause. Any questions?
What is the difference between SQL and MySQL?
Okay. SQL. Basically, this is a standard SQL. There is also another type of SQL, which is MySQL. Hmm. Difference is in terms of the syntax. For example, let's say you want to convert a full timestamp, but you want to convert full timestamp to only date, taking only date. Date. So the difference is when it comes to the syntax. Certain MySQL, the syntax is slightly different. This NoSQL is different syntax. So that is where the application of the or explain the difference. But you can actually use NoSQL in different platform. But then it depends. Let's say Google BigQuery, it only set to PostgreSQL. Okay. Like data Kidal, if I'm not mistaken, it would be MySQL. Okay. Okay, and then maybe I can just a bit of add on. On the platform, there's also two type. One is on browser, and then another one is on UI. Basically, a software where you install on your laptop. So the one that we are going to learn today is on the browser. Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on to database concept. So again, SQL is basically related to database. A database is basically organized collection of structured and unstructured data so that you can efficiently store or extract the data. Okay, think about the database is like an Excel file. One Excel file can contain multiple tabs, sometimes even 10 or even 20 tabs. One Excel file basically equivalent to one database. And then the tabs in the Excel is equivalent to table. So let's see, there's a sales tab. In database, we have basically a sales database. In one database, multiple tables, which is equivalent to tab. Okay. Let's see the first one, database one, customer database. It has multiple table. One is customer details. Another one is customer subscription. Okay. And then the second one, database two, sales database, which is under this database, it has multiple table, order, which is order placed by customer, and then order refund, which is refund process. So if we put into this one, like into Excel equivalent, it will be considered as two Excel files. But what's the difference? Excel only can limit up until 1.0 million rows. But for database, You can store even more than 1 terabyte. And then just to share with you guys, like in terms of the e-commerce, for example, where like Lazada and Shopee, they process at least 1 million orders in a day. And that is just order data, not shipping data yet. So you guys can imagine how massive is the data that Lazada and Shopee has. Okay, all right. Okay, moving on to the table, the extension of the table. Okay, sorry, the extension of the database concept. Excel. So we all know columns and then rows. Same goes to in database where the table has columns or fields. They call it field and rows and records. Okay. However, one big difference between the table in Excel and also table in database, it has primary key to know that this table actually belong to certain information. So earlier we mentioned customer details. And then like this one, it is referring to station data. So it has station ID. This is referring to primary key. Okay, let's take example. Customer details table. It will have a customer ID. So that is one big differentiator between table in Excel and also table in database. Okay.
The primary key need to be set by is it automatically or?
So that one, basically, it I would say it was set by database admin or even the software engineer. For example, let's say order ID. When customer place the order, and then they will create numbers in which this number or ID will stored here. So imagine like your Shopee order or Shopee order number. So that will be most of the time it will be the ID, but it can be different. Meaning order ID, the running number, and then second is the order number. Okay. Order ID, order number. So I would say it depends on the setting or configuration of the database or the software. So in this case, like this one is two different data field or different two columns. Like for example, order number, your Shopee order number. But in the back end, it actually create another ID for a reference in the table.
So when you mention primary key, you mean the one that we refer to manipulate or to combine?
Yes, to join. Yes.
So basically, if we have two table and one name or the number, and then another one has different name in their first column, in their first row. So we just put equal to lah kan?
Two different
Name.
name.
Yeah, different name, but they consist of the same number ID, but only the title.
Yes.
So
If
supposed to be no problem kan?
if it's confirmed has the same value, then we can just join. Okay. All right. Next, on the another concept, which I would really everyone to pick up. Okay. On the data type. In Excel, I think this one we all know. When click this one, you all see all sorts of data type, which is by default, Excel will define, oh, this value is equivalent to number or text or date or time. But in database, basically, the data type in columns need to be defined in advance when setting up the table, which is almost similar to data type in Excel. So like for example, this one, game ID is a string. It's already defined as string. And then There's another year, another data type, year, which is integer, in which later I will touch on detail in the next topic. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
What is the automatic type? Is there any automatic type that designated to all field?
Oh, on this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, kalau in Excel, everything will be set as general. For database?
For database, it's the user that will need to define. Basically, it will be database admin, in which that when they create the table, when they create the column, they will actually need to define. Okay, this game ID will need to be in string and all that. So normally, in terms of the setup, will be they define the table, and then after all the configuration, only that data will flow into the table.
Is it possible to change the type after the data is created? For example, data will be created, for example, like game ID, they put string, and then suddenly in the middle of the project, suddenly I want to change to integer. Is it possible or not? To change. Or to define before the project start, like before everything start.
I think it's possible, but if let's say the data in the table is where it stored in life, meaning all the transaction it will flow to there, then another I would say change management need to be done properly. But normally when they want to change data type, I think the way that they will tackle is basically they might create a new column and taking that field, and then any new subsequent records will flow into that new column. But then it depends on the person who lead the project lah.
Because for example, in Excel we can change, tapi nanti ada dia rosak, like something happen, right? So it seems familiar with database lah.
In database, like you cannot change, but in SQL you can change. When you extract the data, you can change the data type.
Oh, after SQL.
Yes. But in the table itself, you cannot. So later we will learn in terms of the conversion. Okay. Any question? No. Good question. Thank you. Okay. So maybe before we move on to the next topic, so I would like to ask Kay, what are the must have column in all the tables in the database? What is that one column? Yes, correct. Yes, that is one column or basically data field that in all the tables in database will need to have. Customer sales, customer information, even employee data, shipping data, it all need to have that ID. Okay.
Can I repeat?
Yes, can.
The types, string,
Huh.
types, right? So what's the meaning of string, integer, types?
Okay. String, basically it refers to character. String. Let's say my name, Nur Alia binti Misri. So in that one, customer name, for example. So normally it will be defined as string. And then integer, normally will be the round number. Like for example, year. Like it's just only 2026. There's no 2026.5. It's a round number. 2026, 2025, and it's integer. Okay. Timestamp, basically, which is it states start time. So if it's timestamp, normally it would be in this format. 01. This is referring to full timestamp, which is this is the date and
Something like
this time.
something like here and then here.
Yes. In which that if in Excel, if you want to convert, you will do text formula, right? But then in SQL, you will do a different syntax to do the conversion.
Is it safe to say string is like text in Excel?
Correct? Yep, can.
I just wonder because kalau in Excel we have like year, month, money,
Yes.
date, month, year, something like that.
Ha.
So in database, is it fixed year, month, date ataupun they got many options like date, month, year also?
Yep. They got multiple option. It can be just timestamp. Full timestamp. It can also be date and then time only can store. And it can also be timestamp with time zone.
So in between we can have option to choose which.
Yes. Like for example, let's say timestamp I want to set by default follow Malaysia time. So in database you will follow Malaysia time, for example. And then for those user that want to extract the data, which maybe he or himself from US, then he will need to do conversion. But normally, in terms of the timestamp, people will set as GMT plus 8.
Is it the timestamp can include with the latitude and longitude?
Timestamp.
With the latitude and longitude.
Oh, that one no need. But then it depends on the type. If let's say with time zone, then you might need to include. If it's only just timestamp like this one, then no need to include. Okay. Alright. Any questions? Good. Okay. I will touch on it in detail on the data type in okay. Alright. Next module, basically basic SQL statement. Okay, this is where we are going to do a bit of hands-on. Okay, before I go into that, I would like to explain on the data extraction approach, because why in the first place that we want to extract the data. Okay, this is whereby in terms of this step by step that basically you can apply when before doing the script. Okay, number one, identify your problem statement, like why you want to extract that kind of the data. Let's say what problem that you're trying to solve. Is it because of the sales decline? Then you want to find out, what are the causes or the contributing factor that causes the sales to drop. Okay, identify the problem statement. Second, identify your source of data. So earlier I mentioned basically, let's say sales drop. Then you will know, I will need to extract from sales database. Okay. And then third, identify tables for data extraction. So there's a lot of tables under sales database. So you will need to identify which table that you are extracting or you are querying the data from. Okay. Fourth, extract only data field that you need. Do not choose all. Because just like Excel, we can even go up more than 30 or 40 columns. Same goes to that table in database. Sometimes even in one table, it has about 70 columns, 100 columns. I even seeing 100 columns in one table. Why you cannot choose all? Because sometimes you only need 10. That's one. And then second, if you extract all, your file is going to be massive when you do the extraction. Okay, and lastly, validate and check whether the data that you extract or the numbers you extract, does it make sense? Maybe from your knowledge, the January sales is 1 million. And then when you extract, tiba-tiba February 1,000. Is it something wrong with your query or your extraction, or is it something wrong with the database itself? Jangan bulat-bulat, okay, present the numbers from 1 million sales to tiba-tiba 1,000.
The issue could also coming from the type kan. For example, it's actually integer but we mistakenly set it as string. So because
It could be, but then it could be during your define your condition. Let's say you want to extract sales time, maybe you mistakenly put in the condition. Mm. And and maybe sometimes another one contributing factor, like I mentioned, it could be a database where sometimes it's just a system issue, one thing, and then sometimes the data is supposed to be an hourly load or weekly load. Suddenly at that schedule refresh, it doesn't load the data. So it could be few factors.
a question for number 4. Except only data field. So for example, I know the tables, but I don't know which data fields. So is it possible? So normally I select all from there. Memang banyak kan, but then I want to know what field that include in the table. So ada method nak check which field.
Okay, that's a very good question. So normally, what I will do is, I will extract all, but I will only limit to certain number of
For
rows.
example, top 10 or top 100 to see what field.
Yes. Or there's a syntax in SQL where you can limit 1,000. Normally that will be my approach when actually first time checking the table. Yes.
How many fields that they have?
Correct. Some more you want to actually check the value in that column.
Because for example, we have the field, takkan satu field select. So dia pun satu field only, right? So it's not make sense kalau satu field.
Correct.
So cara yang tadi maksudnya ada limit lah.
Limit the number of rows. So normally about 1,000, limit 1,000 actually is really give a good indicator lah about the values in that table. Unless you want to solve some problem in which that maybe certain date range of the data is problematic, then you will need to include in the condition lah. I even one extract up until I think 50 columns. But then what I do is basically I transpose instead of jadi panjang, I transpose to become 2 columns so that I see the data field name and also the sample value.
That one I need to learn. I also don't know.
Can we can.
Another one, you can just browse through the schema itself.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is what I have mentioned in the previous slide. You go, you can browse through the schema, so you already know the certain name. Provided they name the column correctly, so you will definitely know, by this name, we store what value. So you don't have to extract first. You will have a good schema. Sometimes they even have data dictionary.
Correct. Yes.
If certain good one lah, especially the browser based on you have the data dictionary, you can already know that this field is contain what you want.
And then some platform they even actually allow you to preview data in advance, so you don't have to actually write SQL for that. But then it all depends on the platform that the organization use. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we are going to start a bit of hands-on, but before I go into that, okay. So these are the basic SQL statement, which is select from where. This is by hook or by crook, you will need to remember by heart. Because if you basically, this field is the starting point where you extract the data. Okay, select basically is the beginning of the statement of the SQL, and then you will define the data field that you want as output. Column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, from table name. What are the data source which refer to the table name that you want to extract the data? Okay, and third, where? And this is the one that I mentioned. If let's say you want to extract data for a certain range of time or certain condition, this is where you apply the where condition. It could be one condition, it could be two conditions, or it could be even more. Okay, think away in terms of the where condition, it's like similar like Excel. In Excel, you apply filter and it will only show the data that you want. Same concept with SQL, where you apply where and then you define the condition. Okay, so let's recall a bit. What are the three magic words of the SQL statement? Bihasha?
Select from where?
Okay, good. Okay, right.
Wait, let's say we have 5 conditions.
Okay.
Every condition must have an in between or like that. Where condition 1 and condition 2 and condition 3 that.
Can, and also it can also be simplified. If let's say I want from Siti, Shah Alam, Bangi, Petaling Jaya, and all that. Then it can be simplified. And then if let's say it could be either or, you can also use the word or. Or and. Okay.
It will expect same thing that you want, or is it different if it and or any different?
Okay.
If you choose and,
Let's say you choose and, it will apply that two condition. For example, let me just rub. Okay. Siti Shah Alam.
you're going to use and condition.
Yes. Okay. Let's say Siti Bangi. So you want to apply these two conditions, in which that yes, you can apply and and both. But there is also another way. Siti Shah Alam. Wait 1 second. Siti Shah. Okay. Shah Alam in Bangi. So you will take two apply at one time. Then you don't have to repeat all the column names. Okay.
So basically, the usage of and or is just like in Excel and when we use the formula cache.
Correct. Yep.
To make sense.
Can. And then if let's say you want to use or. 1 second. Siti Shah Alam. Okay, let's see. This one, sample 2. Okay, let me or okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, correction. So basically, okay, this is different example. Or it's more closely to this one. Or so it will query either Shah Alam or Bangi. So it will extract both. But then for this one, it will only extract Shah Alam. And then this one Bangi. Unless you have condition Siti and Shah Alam, or maybe you want to put different condition. Customer name. For example, I'm just giving example. So you want to extract either order from Shah Alam, or basically customer name equal to Noor. Then it will consider this syntax. Or this, because these two are completely two different data field, city and customer name. Okay.
So in the field name, it cannot have space in between.
This one, you mean? Yes, correct. So the way you write, either you write in this format, or you can actually write in one row, one line. But you need to be split by comma. Same goes to condition. Either you want to write in one single row, or in different in multiple rows.
I mean, in the field name, kan, I cannot see space in between F and IT. So that's what you.
Yes. There's no space.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll take a pause before we move on to a bit of hands-on. All right. So now let's do the scripting, writing script, the basic SQL. Now let's open data page, data kit. Data kit. Okay. Second. Has anyone already signed up data kit? Okay. I will share. Copy. Okay. Okay. I've shared a link on Google Drive in our WhatsApp group. Okay, open the link. Let me just extend. Okay. All right. Okay. Can let me just share. Let me try to. Yes. Wait, it asks you to. Okay. Editor. Sorry, viewer. Let me approve now. Let me just try to. Okay. Who else? Can everyone access? Yes. Okay, before we do the scripting, so what I would like you guys to do is, download the sales data and customer data. Okay. Right, then download. Then okay. Upload the file, both sales data and customer data. Data set, customer data. Okay. Customer data. Okay. You should be able to see customer data and sales data on your left. Can, can, can. Hmm. Can. Import. Can.
Other way I can get as data other than
Hmm.
Google.
Oh,
Boleh
boleh? Can? Hmm. Kena block Kena block Email? TUNRAINHUSNA. Tak ada tu @gmail. Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe we can start earlier. Okay. All right. So now, okay, we already learned on the magic word and grouping, data transformation group, and also the joining the data. So now let's use a different data set for our use case exercise. We do together, and then okay, so we are going to use Airbnb listings data. So which is two tables which we'll use for all these four use case. So let's go back to the Google Drive earlier. Okay, download the Airbnb listings data. Download. Do you want me to email the data? Okay. Send. Okay, same approach where we upload the data in data kit. Okay, let's upload the data. Listings data. Okay, apologies.
I think the other file will work still inside the full data.
Those who already upload, can you delete? Okay, let's use this data, full data. It's a bit heavy. Pass rates and listings data. And listings data. Pass rates and listing data. Okay, Tun, I'm going to email you. The earlier one, you cannot use that one. Listing data. Oh, you will paste as Google Drive link because the data is huge. Let me try to send one by one. Any other alternative? Okay, I'll just try to send. You can try use that. That's reasonable.
It's a good huge.
Perhaps you can try to download directly from the attachment. Okay. The rest, are you guys able to upload the data?
Yes.
Listing data and pass rate data? Right. Okay, sales data and listings data. I will wait for you. At least you try to upload one data. Okay. Okay, okay. Because the data is quite massive. Okay, I will catch up with you separately on that one. Okay, now we have the data, listings data and also the pass rates data. What we are going to do is basically the use case exercise, which is first, I want to extract raw data of listings that located at country Argentina and Colombia. So this is data where it actually take basically Airbnb data, which have all the listings and also the pass rates, meaning in the past how many those Airbnb location actually being charged or being charged to the customer. So we have all these informations, like how many days has been vacant, or how many in terms of the revenue and in terms of the occupancy rate. Okay, this a bit of context for the pass rate data. Whereas for the listing data, basically it's a unique record based on the each listing, meaning one house or one villa or one room, it listed as one single record together with all the information, let's say latitude, longitude, and also like cancellation policy and country and state and city. Okay, so this data I got from Kaggle, and I can share with you guys the link in case you guys want to have a look on it. Kaggle. Let me share. Kaggle. Let me just try.
I think it's the other one. You go to the go into the full text.
This one.
Outside you download these two. And it
Is it still signing dulu?
Saya guna Google. Download dekat WhatsApp. Aisyah ada share. Okay, I share with you guys the link to the Kaggle in case you guys want to download data from Kaggle.
Listing
Wait.
Terima kasih.
Okay, extract raw data of listings at a country located at Argentina and Colombia. Okay, let's do together. From listings data, now the condition is the listing should be at Argentina and Colombia. So remember earlier we state, if let's say two selection, we can use in Colombia. This one I got typing error. COLO, Colombia, and Argentina. Listings data.
Listing.
Listings data.
I think her one is original. Ours one is called listing.
Okay, listings. Maybe the original name is just a listings.
Yes, listing,
Okay.
yes.
Alright. And pass rate data.
Pass rates.
Past weeks.
underscore.
Okay. Okay, so it should return the record 5,578. Did you manage to get okay?
Yes.
Error.
The asterisk is because we want the raw data, right? So
Yeah,
we
select all.
Select all.
There's a lot of columns in here, but for simplicity, I basically just choose select all. If let's see, I want to again order the listing ID in ascending. Order by.
Oh, your table is called list one.
Yes.
Because Anna is using we use the original part. So you follow back the table names.
Maybe I can rename.
Yeah, can you rename and table name so like you make Dewey?
It didn't allow it. Okay.
Okay, we
These
under the
things.
draft website, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's do second use case. How many total listings for each of the listing type?
Actually, I got a question about number one.
Yes.
Listing ascending kan. So listing apa yang table mana yang akan ascending?
Okay. Table mana yang?
Akan
So it will choose the, like this one, order by one. So it will choose the first one, the first column,
first column.
which is listing ID.
Oh, listing ID. Okay.
So like this one, okay, let's take a look on the data. So on this one, the first one is a bracket, meaning there's a data error here. And then it will sort out in ascending all the way. If we see this one, there might be a data error, or it's actually a legit listing ID.
I just wonder because listing ID is a primary key.
Listing ID
is primary key.
Primary key.
Possible ke kalau primary key tu is not on the first table, on the first field?
Possible.
Right?
Possible.
Contoh dia mungkin listing type, boleh listing ID, possible juga ada.
Possible. But I would say, if let's say the data engineer or the person who responsible, normally by right they should just put in the first column for reference.
Okay. So I just wonder because you click select all from listing, so kita tak tahu dia ascending by apa kan?
Then this one, okay,
Number one,
order by the first column.
The first column in the table lah.
In the table. So like this one, listing ID.
Okay.
You will follow this hierarchy in this table.
Table lah. Okay, that's good.
Okay, now let's move on to the second use case exercise. How many total listings for each of the listing type? Okay, I will let you guys do first, and then I will run on the platform.
Yes, correct. So you can add on further to see you want to show it by larger to smaller, and how you can do it, present it better. order, right? Then it's after group by the order by. The order by is always after the group by, because only after you group it, only you have the result for you to arrange a sequence, right? Largest to smaller. So order by is always after the group by. Okay. And you order by which field?
But it doesn't make the because sort of total listing.
So this come out is a total listing, listing type.
So once you guys done with number 2, just let me know, then we can check and do together.
Listing, if let's say you go by listing type, mean that the first one, right? You follow alphabetical order. So you can see start from A, E,
Sebab
right? So that's order.
so tapi
But let's say you
Oh,
order by number 2, which is the count, then you will
before from.
So you can order by one or two. One will be the
Yeah.
first data field, 2 will be the second data field.
that is
Yes, one or two. So you can
Mana
see
salah
ascending to start from the smallest to the largest. If
Ah,
you do
this one.
descending, you will see the
Total listing
larger
for each of listing type.
Yeah.
So,
our
our-
top can top largest to smallest.
Our aggregation,
Yeah, so depends on your
listing
use case.
type.
People prefer like number to use largest to smaller. Some
Then we'll need to
prefer
count,
alphabetical order.
listing ID.
So it depends your use case.
Count listings ID. So that will be our desired output. So the listing type will need to be in the first selection of the data field. Okay. So now this is our table that we want to have when run the query. So listing type, let's say there's one entire home. So we want to count listing ID. Okay, so listing type will be the first data field. Listing type, comma, and then count listing ID. And then from table, okay, since we don't have any condition there, then we don't have to put the where. But the fourth magic syntax is after the grouping, after the aggregation is group by. And since it's only one aggregation level, group by one. Let's do together. Listing data. Listing. Right? Listing ID. S. Okay. Did we all get the same number of rows? 119.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Dapat. Okay. Now let's do the third one, which is what is the average monthly revenue over 6 months for each of the listing. Okay, so we will need to combine the data. Okay, let's slice B. Average monthly revenue. So the first one is aggregation, which is aggregation average. Okay. Over 6 months. Okay, this is a condition. Six months from August to January. August 25 to January. Okay. For each of the listing, of the listings. Okay, maybe I can explain a bit further. So earlier listings data is at listings level. Pass rate basically is a rate historically for the listing, but the data is arranged is by date, meaning one listing it has multiple rates. April 25, May 25, June 25, and so on. So it has all the multiple pass rate. So it's at listing and date level. That's why the condition is required is 6 months from 1st August until January. And the data is actually at monthly level. Let's take a look on the data. Okay. So if you look at the data itself, it's at monthly level. For this listing, 4917 is a monthly level data. February, March, April 2025, all the way until 1st January. So it will be easy for us to actually get 6 months average. Okay. Let's do step by step. We'll need to combine the data, which is join, and then we'll need to aggregate, and then we'll need to add condition. Okay, so now it's application of all those three that we learned earlier on. Okay. Select from where. Okay, first table. Okay, we do the join first. Listings T1, left join, pass rates T2. And what are the common key between these two tables? Yes. Okay. T2 on T1 listings ID equal to T2 listings ID Okay. First part, join. Okay. And then for each of the listings. Okay, so for each of the listings, so we will need to group by each of the listings. Okay, listing ID, average, one revenue. Revenue comes from pass rate table. So this one T1, T2, revenue. Okay. Are you guys getting here? Okay. And then condition, 6 months from, that will be, it's a date. Date, August, and date okay. Are we done here or not yet? On this syntax, huh? Huh?
Until where date?
Until?
I was starting the where date.
Where?
Yeah. The date
Date, okay.
with the arrows, right?
This one.
Yeah.
More than or
More than.
equal to.
Okay.
So there's another one syntax that we still,
Cool, right?
yes.
But also date we have to write and date to write.
T2, can, yes, yeah, T2. Okay. Group by one.
Also for date we need to put this single and open.
Yes. Thing is should be single.
Single.
Uh.
The file I think is having issue because in the listing is a bar chart and here is a big integer and then when I check right, then there are some error there. I think that when import right, it read wrongly.
Oh.
So you see this is integer right? So by right this thing should be integer but now bar chart and I preview and this It's because of something when they break the line, break it wrongly.
Okay. Thanks for highlighting that. If that's the case, let's put another condition so that yeah. Okay. So this is the special case which we will need to treat at this join key. Okay. Let me do that. Which we will need to convert. Listing ID. We will need to convert data type to make sure that the join can actually be done. Okay. Let's do select from
Tadi tukar nama kan listing data to listing.
oh
Oh, belum lagi.
tak refresh. Okay. Okay. I'll check again. But in case you guys have listings, then you guys can use listings. Otherwise, I'll use first listings data. T1 listing ID. Okay, I think it's going to take time because this platform might not support the conversion. So let's do, which is the listings data. Okay, let's re-upload the data, listings data, just taking the entire bungalow. And then re-upload the data. Same data, but basically re-upload the data, listings data.
We need to do something on that, so
Yes. Basically copy paste. Okay, apply filter in the original data. Apply filter, entire bungalow. Just take the entire bungalow. And then copy paste in the new Excel. So you will get about 229.
can we edit because I don't have
Oh, you want me to
I don't have access to records of products that I do buy. So can we edit even though we don't have access?
check with the numbers?
Okay, can.
So try, but I'm also using Mac. How do you feel?
No need to delete the old table, just re-upload the listing type entire bungalow data. Entire bungalow data.
entire bungalow, right? Yeah.
What? Sorry?
Entire, need to select entire bungalow.
Entire bungalow.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, create a copy of data set just for bungalow. Entire bungalow. Type of file CSV. CSV, comma.
You saved as entire.
Comma deleted. Alright, okay. Okay, all good. Already upload the latest data.
We are waiting for.
He
helped to
Oh,
save in the Excel.
okay.
I also can. The rest to remove ke?
Just copy the entire bungalow. The rest are removed.
Don't filter motion.
So total data ada 28 kan?
Betul. 2 to 8. You should be having only 2 to 8. Or I can send also to WhatsApp. Okay, send over WhatsApp as well. Okay, those who already upload the data, we can write the script on the platform.
Oh, because I didn't even have the subscription. Yeah, I have already sent it. The group. I can see the data. I'm not trying to go from those how to do it. I think can.
Basic ID. Reach. Yes. Reach. Okay. Where condition? Condition August 25. Okay. And then just want to check whether everyone get the same result. Let's use order by listing ID ascending. Okay. Does everyone get the same result? Order by 1 ASC. Okay, the naming we need to cannot have spacing. Okay, this one should be the equal to is after the arrow. Okay. And then okay, I think this one without S listing, only listing. Okay. Okay. Alright. Listing data. Oh, sorry. Okay, listing data bungalow is basically the new naming of data that I upload just for the bungalow. So it's referring to the same data set. Okay, and then when join, we'll need to use common ID or common key. Okay, so we'll need to find what is the common ID between your entire bungalow data and also pass rate. Finish? Okay.
Is at line 3 is a missing comma here. And then line 6. Pass rate underscore because the table is always conjunct. Yeah, nothing. It's an underscore because the table is pass underscore rates, not because of the code.
Okay, just want to highlight for this naming we cannot have spaces. And the table name should be exactly the same.
No, this one is naming this thing with S. This is it's very sensitive to the things. Listing ID. Oh, the T1, the column is called you want listing ID, right? It's not listing the listing ID, the T1. But now we need to group by the listing type, right? By listing type. So by right clicking to select the column. So this is a table name. Oh yeah. Now we need to select the data field. Not the table. Not the table name. Does not have a is without aesthetic. You need to check under this you open with a scan equal listing and without aesthetic. So here is actually you read here say it doesn't have a column. So it's because of the okay. Where is like the listing
For each of
in the
these
bank because that time I was my senior is asking for like some reporting lah. Then he always give me a big form. The Excel always crash or I have to review multiple times. Then one of my colleagues fine, why you so struggle? Then I said I struggle with this Excel lah. Then he was someone very from computer science, if I'm not mistaken. So he already learned all this SQL in his uni. Then he said, pass me the form. Then I said, pass me the form. So he plays some magic lah, right? All these things. And he said, okay, he does. Then I was like, wow, something that it took me like 1 or 2 days, he finishes in 5 minutes. Then I'm like, I gotta do this, I gotta learn this by myself. So he just give me some website, something that looks like this. So I self-learn. So basically,
So, basically, okay, I think based on my observation, basically sometimes we got mixed up, like where to put from, where to put where to put the group by, where to put the order by. Okay, let's start with, okay, my trick to remember is select from where. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, now we're adding another group by. Sorry, okay, let's go to join. Let's say we join another table, the join will be below the from, because the from is referring to the first data source or the first table. The join referring to T2, which is the second. Okay, now we have another, which is group by. So group by will be either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Why? Because we want to apply all these conditions first. Only then we want to group by the data. So if let's say you have 1 or 3 conditions, then we want this statement or this query to run first. Only then we want to group by the data. Okay. And then last one, order by. That will be after. So you already group the data. You already, in a way, pivot the data.
Summarize it.
You already summarize and aggregate the data. So now you want to order the data. You want to arrange the data in ascending or descending. So that will be your last. So this is the sequence. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. But the most common syntax that we use, of course, the magic word, select from where. Good. Okay, I guess up to another one last use case. One last use case. Okay, last one before we call it a day. Alright. Okay, since we use okay, I just want to check for which one of the syntax. Okay, okay, let's use the same data set, which is a bungalow, and we want to put city Willow State and I'll give another condition, city William State, past 6 months. Okay, we can use the same syntax. And city equal to William State. But I want to add another aggregation level. Since our data is at monthly level, date, T2, date. Okay. Let's remove the average revenue. Sum. Okay, let me just put up.
Kenapa date in blue color? Kenapa date tu blue color? Kan ke blue color tu for macam select from where kan?
Okay, like this one, date, because it's I would say it's a word in SQL which it detects as a format. But because our column name is also a date, which is equivalent to the format, so that's why it detects as blue. But then since we already labeled T2, then it will read from our T2. Okay, let's use the sum revenue. Average occupancy. Okay, let's use this aggregation level for our use case. Sum revenue as total revenue, and then average occupancy. Okay. So earlier we only aggregate at one level, now we aggregate at two levels. So we will need to add group by 1 and 2. Okay, anyone get 66 rows?
Can you explain the syntax?
Okay. So, if you don't put, sorry, scroll up a bit, okay. If we don't put T1 city, it will show an error because city available in both two data sets.
Error. Because city was in both tables, so we say that it was ambiguous. If you read the error, it says it was ambiguous because you didn't know that which city you want. When you have same exactly in different table, you need to tell the computer, I need it for T1. Even if you read T2, it works. Yeah, but result may be different, but you can try. Now you have 66 row, it's the same result, yeah. But sometimes if you point to the other table, if let's say it was in conflict in the table 2, then you may have lesser result.
Just no result. So it means it might have no result.
Oh, this one.
And the group by.
More or less.
You see? So I think it's
Okay.
city, the W is uppercase.
Oh yeah, this one.
The W is uppercase.
Entire villa is not
What?
we still not put entire villa.
So you want the order
Ah.
to also look right?
Because we don't have the data set.
Inside of all these
Since we
columns
use bungalow.
is case sensitive. So if let's say is kurung besar, memang kurung besar. Yeah, yes. So sometimes we will use another hack, just convert it all to lowercase, then we write lowercase.
I just wonder kalau ada dari mana tu tambah kat ni.
Oh, okay. Jadi sorry, jadi I think we don't apply the entire villa since our data set is by
Tiga tak ada lah kan. Tak tambah tu bawa and ni lah.
correct. And you can add after the William state ataupun in different room.
And patut tambah and lagi satu and apa nama dia register equal to entire villa ataupun dalam in tu yang macam
Yang tu in only allow if it's referring to the same column or same data field.
okay.
If it's different, then we need to add another one.
Okay.
All good. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we pretty much done for our use case exercise. Okay, now let's recap of our learning. First, basically the main three syntax of the SQL, which is select, from, where. Okay, and then basically in terms of the data transformation, what we learned today basically is aggregate data and also join data. Okay, and then basically among the methods that we learned today, we learned to extract raw data, extract aggregated data, extract data from multiple tables. Alright, so basically SQL is not about just coding. It's basically seeing what's hidden in the tables and the data. So think back. How do you can apply your SQL in your work and bring back to your work? Okay, I'll end my training today. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Just wonder kat mana kalau ada kat exercise kan? Is there any platform yang untuk exercise technical?
Ada.
Kat mana?
Okay. Ada.
Ada.
Okay. This is, I would say, this is a very, actually a free platform that is very good to practice your SQL because it has, together with the data set, I'll demo first. Okay. So this is basically Google BigQuery under Google Cloud, in which that they have a lot of public data which you can play around. But mostly the data is from America punya region lah, America punya state. A lot of it. And then you can start. Let's say I want to have COVID now, analyze data COVID. These are all database. And this is table.
Itu table atau itu field?
This one database.
Oh, database.
Database.
Banyak
Banyak. So let's say kita ambil political ads. So under this one database, let me just zoom in a bit. It has 4 tables in this BigQuery. Okay, let's see. Okay, under this one table, it has multiple columns. I think it's about roughly 20 to 30 columns. Which reason why I'm not using the Google Cloud for our training because it takes a bit time in terms of the setup and the sign up.
Do we need to pay for this?
No, it's free. But you will need your debit card or credit card to authorize the payment.
But don't need to pay lah.
No need to pay. No need to pay unless you want to do some I would say some fancy stuff like you want to use this data, for example, like connect to API or even to host this data in different platform. That one will need to pay lah. But if it's basic query, it's all free.
So if let's say we use the data kit to analyze the data for our company, then boleh ke?
Boleh
But
kan?
I mean, is it safe because normally kan it is ENC punya data?
Yeah, good question. I would say it depends on the company policy. Like my case, I actually prefer not to upload data in company data in open source platform lah.
So in that case, your company need to subscribe their own platform lah.
Correct.
Macam SQL macam tu.
Google Cloud platform is okay.
Google Cloud platform. If let's say you want to do for your using your company data, then I would suggest maybe you will need to reach out to your data team whether there's already existing platform that they already have.
Alia,
Yes.
let's say we already macam dah faham dan this kan. Is it like in our resume can we like claim it as basic level?
Yes.
To apply for a job that requires.
Good question.
I mean, I want to know is what level yang is expected for basic knowledge in SQL.
Okay. For basically for data analyst role.
Because I'm currently in FP&A, so FP&A still require SQL in certain company like and mostly like macam Grab ke unicorn company with lot of data but they don't subscribe to kan yang structured punya
Understand.
system.
System. Okay.
So
I would suggest if let's say you want to build as part of your resume, if let's say you don't have experience in job lah, in job. Okay, first basically build portfolio using Kaggle or even Google BigQuery data portfolio. Second one is basically you try to apply using your company data set. For example, kalau let's say last time kalau Excel you do all the data massage, data nak combine tu, it takes 30 minutes for example for you to run. So if let's say you do SQL, it's just 5 minutes. Then you can claim as part of the productivity improve. That help your work. Unless second, basically another level is where your analysis contribute to the impact to the company. Let's say for example improve performance.
But that's the challenge lah. For example, in my current company, especially in my department, I don't think we use SQL because we have our own structured system. But I want it to be in my resume, right?
Understand.
For me to use the data and upload it outside tu macam for the company policy punya security pula kan. So
Any input you can?
Because in my past experience, like I don't really go through the portfolio. Maybe like the company that I interviewed, they normally will just ask me what I have used the SQL or data analytics for. So you need to verbalize lah. You just need to tell them, I do extract certain data, and from there what I see. So for example, the time because I want to join a logistic company, so I tell that like what I know about it is like from this point A to point B, it takes 2 days. Then I look into what is involved in each of these, can take up to 2 days, and then I slice out that I can tell that maybe process A is taking the longest time. So if you want to shorten the 2 days to 1 day, that is a process we need to do something. Normally that is what they needed lah. Yeah, then normally they will give you separate assessment to test you a bit in
yes.
your Excel or SQL. Yeah, I haven't gone through the stage yet to present portfolio lah. Normally it's verbalize. You have
Verbalize.
Yeah, normally it's verbalize.
And assessment lah.
Assessment. Yeah, assessment basic lah, right? Even I interview my staff, I also would give a simple Excel. Yeah, for them to do lah, just to see how they analyze or grouping the data.
One of my experience in getting interviewed for a role, they give you a data set not really relevant to the job scope at all, and they ask you to fill up some data in Excel and build visuals on Power BI, and the data that I get is American football game, but the role that I interview is supply chain.
Yeah, they will be very random.
They just want to see the skill in the
More on they want to test your thinking process and your business idea. So I also interviewed recently with a logistic company, but they asked me, what if you are now a owner of a coffee shop, but your market share is losing? What will you start analyzing to tell that what happened? So normally the kind of interviewer, they want to know that what would you think, like, oh, for example, I start knowing that my market share is dropping, then what should I do? What sort of data you will collect, and which you just need to briefly mention lah. So show that you know that if I encounter a problem, how will I solve the problem? Because they're more on looking for problem solver. I would say in the data and BI field, we always need to solve the business problem. Yeah. So this was like you really get a very random question, then we are like, how to answer this? So normally it's verbal lah.
So if you can build your, let's say, your portfolio first in terms of your productivity, using SQL reduce your maybe 50% of your work time, and then second on the one that you mentioned, improve the performance, reduce cost. This one have the higher weightage lah when it comes to sharing with the interviewers. In terms of the portfolio, I would recommend, especially for someone that is currently in a role that is not data analyst, because sometimes now I would say fresh grad also, some of the courses is really focused on the data science and all that. So somehow rather we will need to compete with those fresh grad as well. Like myself, I was at Science. But the time I joined the job market is way back in 2015. At that time, there's not much course on data science, a degree in data science, degree in business intelligence. Nowadays, it's already there for degree. But I think we have degree in AI last time.
Tapi this one usually a subject.
Okay.
Ada juga subjek Power BI subject that me actually. And I didn't score that time.
Any questions? I'm afraid that you guys want to have something else. I mean, I can stay because this room is booked until 2 p.m. In case you guys want to have any questions or want to ask more.
I mean, because previously you mentioned you want to focus on class about HRD.
Yes.
So basically you want macam buat class for personal anymore lah kan?
Buat class. So there's two part in terms of the training. One is, let's say I'll do freely with people. That one I don't have to go through HRDF. But if it's HRDF, basically you will need to go through all the registration and the form and the format, because basically the participant itself is using the company fund that paid to the HRD, and that one I would say normally the HRD rate is different compared to the training that we give as individual basis. Like individual basis, like okay, you can just pay to me directly, but for HRDF, like in terms of the flow, I'll just share with you guys. Trainer provider, company. And then HRD. So just FYI, I think every month or every month, company will pay some small amount to HRD.
Yes,
Contribute. And then if let's say your HR have a catalog listing, okay, they want to do a training for their employee, so they will engage with the training provider. So this training provider basically will do all the admin work lah, like finding the venue, finding the participant and all that. And then also find the relevant trainer. Let's say this training provider only have 3 trainers in SQL, for example. Then they will engage and see which one is available to conduct the training. Then this trainer basically will give the training to the staff, and then the trainer will get paid from the training provider.
Training provider get paid through the HRD.
Yes, through the HRD. But if it's individual, it's directly trainer to the participant directly. This one not using HRD punya fund.
Actually, my question is, so because previously in our chat you said you want to focus on.
Oh, okay.
You no longer provide class for person that can.
Okay. I'm not sure yet because honestly I prefer small group macam this number of groups. But in terms of the arrangement and all that, we'll see how it goes lah. Because for coding, I personally feel it's very useful when it comes to small group rather than group of 10 or group of 20.
Then we will just wait for you to.
Yes. Can. We'll see how it goes lah in the next few weeks or few months update lah. But we'll see whether I'll do this one or even this one because it's quite lengthy process lah if want to go through the HRD. Some more, I would say if it's let's say one by one, in person or small group, it's either weekdays night or weekend lah. Macam weekend, itulah sometimes ada personal commitment kan. But I'll keep you posted. Tak. Ini baru first for this year lah. Previously just give training, internal training to the company, to friends. Friends pun small group lah, 2-3 orang aja. And then after that stop quite sometime lah. Sebab tukar-tukar kerja. Anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate for the time that you guys come. Saturday and it's already some more